Hey, what's up my fellow prodigies, ProdiJay here, or just call me Jay, and today I'm going to show you guys my YouTube setup as of 2017 because I had a lot of people asking me to do one, and I guess it would make sense for me to make a setup tour video because some of you guys might be wondering on how I work in my workspace. Now if you're new to my channel, be sure to go subscribe to notifications because I do like to upload quality videos for everyone to enjoy, and go follow me on Twitter while you're at it. And shout out to TC Melon for the classy lassie tassy comment on my previous video, but if you leave a comment on the video, you have a chance to get a shout out. And guys, let's see if we get 60 likes in today's video, I do appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. And just a quick disclaimer before I show you guys my setup, I'm not trying to show off my setup like a spoiled brat of any kind, and I'm not saying my setup is the best or whatever, because I know the people have better setups than me while others may actually have less than me, but in the end I'm happy for what I have because I'm able to provide quality videos for everyone to enjoy. But anyways, let me show you guys my setup. So off the bat, I'm sorry if the camera quality isn't the best as I'm recording my sister's iPhone 6 and my room doesn't have the best lighting, but as you can see, my setup is over there in the corner right next to my bunk bed and such. But to start off the video, let's take a look at my closet. So on the top shelf, I keep my boxes of electronics and stuff that I gotten over the years now, like my PS4, keyboard and such. Also in the black shoebox, I still have some Bakugan cards and stuff in there because when I was little, I was totally into the trading card game, but I stopped. Now moving on, I got my belts neatly rolled up in front of my GPU, motherboard and keyboard boxes, and also I keep my Bluetooth speaker and CPU boxes up here too. Now here's a box to my PC case of the Corsair Spec 01 case, and it's big as hell, I can see right here. And right on the far side, I got some tin cans with nothing in them, and you might be wondering on how I have like a Blue Yeti in here, and that's because I ordered it like a year ago off of Amazon and it came broken, so I got a refund for it and I didn't have to ship it back. And up top, I got a glass chess set that was shipped to me by my grandfather, but I don't really play it much. Moving on, I got my normal clothes, nothing too fancy or whatever, but over here on the floor, I got these two hats for my trip to Disney World during spring break, and I really like the tall rock and roll hat because I just find it pretty cool pretty much. And over here I got my shoes, which I'm not really like a big shoe guy, but I mostly like the first three shoes in the front, which I usually like to wear my Air Jordans the most because I just like the way they look really. Now finally coming out the closet, you may be wondering on why I got this sports border going along the walls of my room, and that's because my room used to be a kid's room and I just really hate it. But moving on, I got this small stand that I keep in the corner of my room, and next to the stand I got these two stuffed animals that I got from my grandma during Christmas or whatever when I was younger, but she passed away, so I still keep them to keep a memory of her. Then over here I got my two Michigan hats, one for the Michigan team, the other is just a Detroit hat that my uncle bought me. Now down here I got some of my cologne and body spray with some shoe cleaner for my shoes, and aside from the other random stuff down here, who here still remembers that trading card game called Chaotic? Okay, now I loved watching the TV show that would air in the morning. Like, I just found it so cool as a kid with the virtual reality and stuff, but yeah, I still keep those cards. Now let's talk about the place where all the magic happens. My bunk bed. Now this bunk bed is pretty old because I used this bunk bed when I was like 10 years old I believe, and I'm currently 16, so yeah, there's that. And I do plan on getting a different bed because I just hate how big and bulky it is in my room, but for now I just have to settle for it. But moving on, we got my air conditioner because in the summer my room can get super hot at times, and it's overall just pretty useful. Now the most displeasing thing in my room is my makeshift curtain because last year or so my curtain rack broke off the wall somehow, and now I got this ghetto looking blanket covering my window, so there's that. Now coming here next to my desk, I keep a lot of old sports cards in the shoebox which was given to me by my dad. Now I just keep them all in this shoebox. I might try to sell all these cards whenever I get the chance, but there's probably over like 1,000 cards in here, and I don't know if there are some rare cards in here that may cost a lot because I'm not really like a card guy, so I wouldn't know. Now on the side of my desk, I got a cloth to wipe my glasses, the cord to my headphones, my Amazon charger. I also have a cancer spinner which comes with 100% autism, which I technically got this for free because I paid using this free money app on my phone. And lastly, here's my phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy On 5, which I hooked up to a charger in the back. But getting to the actual equipment that I use often, here are my Skull Candy Hesh 2 headphones, which I normally use as my headphones and mic for my PS4, as I just plug them into my PS4 controller, and I just really like the quality of them. Next thing that I want to talk about on my PC, which if you want to know the specs, it has a GTX 1050 Ti, an FX 6300 6300 CPU, a Hyper 212 Evo cooler, 8 gigs of RAM, 2.5 terabytes of storage, and finally a 500 watt power supply. And this is all in the Corsair Spec 01 mid tower case. And my dad ordered all the parts for my PC and we built it together because it's cheaper to build a PC rather than like buy a pre-built one, but surprisingly it wasn't too hard to build it. And now you might be wondering on what type of desk I have, and honestly I don't know what it is. All I know is that it was produced by a company called Bush and it was discontinued in 2000, so it's a pretty old desk, as I did get this desk from my basement 2 years ago. Next up, let me talk about the keyboard and mouse, which in fact I'm using the EULA blue LED keyboard and mouse bundle, and I got this for cheap off Amazon. But I do plan on getting a new keyboard and mouse because I want to have a keyboard and mouse that have like customizable LEDs like the Corsair K70 keyboard or something. And for my mouse I use a DPI of 1600 just in case you wanted to know. And over here I got my two PS4 controllers with thumbstick extenders from Fatal Grips, and they basically act as control freaks, but they're cheaper. And taking a look at my monitor, you can see that I got a fair amount of games on my PS4, but this monitor is for my PS4 and it's a Dell S2415H 24-inch IPS screen. And I love the IPS screen because it makes the colors of my games pop out more than monitors have like a TN screen. And this monitor was bought for me by my dad for my birthday, I believe, back when I was like 14, I think. I don't know, since it's been like a while though. Now between my two monitors, I got my Bluetooth JBL Flip 3 speaker, and I love the sound I get from it, especially for songs that have bass in them. But whenever I'm on my phone playing like a game or I'm typing out a script, I usually turn on my speaker and play some chill hip-hop music like you're hearing right now. And right next to the speaker I have my second monitor, which is the BenQ GL2450 HM 24-inch monitor, and it has a response time of 1 millisecond. Now this monitor I bought myself off of Craigslist and I got it for a cheap price of $40, which is an amazing deal for this monitor since it costs like around like $200 or so. But the reason it cost me $40 is because the stand is kind of bent at a small angle on the top right of the screen. There's a small indent, but you can't really notice it if the screen is on. And yeah, this is basically my setup whenever I'm using it or whatever. But heading on down, I of course got my PS4 running. Beneath that I got my PS4 games tucked between like my Elgato box and a box for some old headphones. Now over here I got my power supply to my condenser mic, which is the NW700 microphone, and I usually move the mic to the side whenever I'm not using it, and like whenever I gotta record I just pull it down. Now you might be wondering about my cable management, and unfortunately it looks like trash. I mean, I can't really do much with it, but I do plan on buying like a new desk and some more cable management stuff because I just hate the look of all my cables. And over here we got my office chair, which I don't know what it is because of how old it is, and it's not really too like comfortable, but I do plan on getting like a new chair. But moving on, above my desk I have an Advanced Warfare poster, which I only got that hanging up because my wall felt empty, but I don't think it was like a bad game though. On my other wall I have a rack of old headphones that I used to use but not really anymore, and you can see like my periodic table of game controllers. But yeah guys, over here is my first ever headset I got for PS3. Now over here was my second pair of headphones, then I got my third pair, which were these sound in-tone headphones, which they still work but I just don't use them anymore. Then finally I got the PlayStation Gold headset, which I still use as it was given to me by my best friend. But recently these headphones started to peel out the ear cups for some reason, which I guess these headphones are kind of old, but I normally use these headphones for my PC because I like the Bluetooth aspect and they have surround sound. But yeah guys, this is basically my setup, and I know it's not the best, but at least it makes me like helps me make quality videos for you guys. And again, if you want any piece of equipment from my setup, I will leave links to each piece in the description so you can buy it. And if you have a better setup than me, that's fine, but if you have less than me, all I gotta say is just save up money and work hard, and one day you could have like an awesome setup. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Now I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but if you guys can, drop a like. I do appreciate the support, and go follow me on Twitter because I do like to tweet out daily. Also, if you guys can, comment down below what your setup looks like and what you wish to have in your setup because I want to hear you guys have to say, because I do love responding to everyone's comments. And last thing, if you haven't seen my most recent video on watching movies and TV shows for free, I do recommend that you go watch it and go drop a like on it because I love the support on my channel. And last thing, I want to announce that the channel has now over 500,000 views, which is pretty insane. I want to thank everyone who'd like to watch like my videos. But anyways, thanks for watching, and let's see if we get 60 likes in today's video. Now subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.